They were described as the most formidable lions ever to roam a hidden African reserve, two brothers so legendary that travelers whispered their names around late-night campfires. Some say one weighed an impossible 248 kilograms, while others claim that figure was wildly exaggerated. Despite the conflicting stories, nearly everyone agrees on one key point. The Batia brothers redefined dominance in lion society. Their uncanny bond, raw power, and the unsettling rumors surrounding them have shaped a legend that lingers across the savannah. Their story begins in Etosha National Park, a vast landscape dotted with acacia and echoing with the calls of predators. As cubs, they played in the tall grass, under the watchful eye of their mother. Life followed nature's rhythm: hunt, rest, survive, until human intervention intruded. Officials, under pressure to replenish lion numbers elsewhere, selected these two young lions for relocation. Some rangers privately questioned the decision. Rumors swirled that this was a rushed project or that managers had deemed the youngsters superior in genetics. But whatever the true motive, the choice would spark years of controversy. The Batia brothers awoke in a holding enclosure at Mount Reserve, disoriented from lingering sedatives and separated from everything they knew. This new territory was famed for harsh interpride conflicts and unforgiving terrain. Initially, they clung to the edges of their pen, uneasy about crossing into open land. Whispers among staff claimed the tranquilizers lasted longer than intended, putting the brothers at a disadvantage from the start. Though official statements denied any oversight, skeptics wondered if these lions had been set up for failure. Only a few days later, rangers opened the gates, thrusting the bewildered youngsters into a realm brimming with rival males. Among them was a scarred veteran known simply as Scarface, an older lion said to have been exiled from another reserve. He wandered the brush with a permanent scowl, battered but still lethally powerful. Watching from a distance, the newly arrived brothers tried to remain invisible. Yet Scarface wasn't their only threat. The local Ophia Pride, led by two massive males, controlled the prime hunting grounds nearby. When the Batia brothers ventured too close, the established males launched a swift attack. The young lions fled in humiliation, marked by wounds and forced to scavenge in peripheral zones. Some bystanders claimed the relocation program had gambled recklessly, tossing untested juveniles into a hotbed of danger. Desperate to survive, the Batia brothers scrounged for scraps abandoned by larger predators. They practiced hunting smaller prey at night, taking turns flushing out potential meals. Survival demanded that they learn quickly. Any mistake risked another clash with the powerful Ophia lions. Meanwhile, Scarface loomed at the edges of their territory. In a curious twist, he never attacked them outright. He seemed to tolerate their existence, or perhaps he found it useful to let them challenge other males. Whatever his reasons, the Batia brothers keenly observed his maneuvers, adopting certain strategies that might give them an edge. Months passed. What began as a humiliating start slowly transformed into a burning drive for vengeance. Eventually, a rumor spread that Scarface had left the area, and the Ophia males grew complacent. It was then the Batia brothers seized their chance. Their once scrappy frames had grown into lean muscle, and their roars echoed across the plains. During a pivotal dusk confrontation, they attacked as a coordinated unit, surprising the older lions. By dawn, the Ophia males retreated, leaving the newcomers in control of a coveted stretch of land. Whispers circulated that something must have tipped the battle in their favor. Some even suggested covert feeding stations or hidden human support. Officials maintained this was a natural outcome, but the reserve buzzed with speculation. With territory claimed, the Batia brothers faced a new onslaught of challenges. Lone males, driven by hunger or ambition, tested their borders. The brothers responded ferociously, learning to work in perfect tandem. They also honed their hunting prowess on larger prey, including dangerous buffalo. Such boldness led to scars and near-fatal injuries, but it elevated their status among local lionesses. Gradually, female lions drifted into their domain, drawn by the pair's growing reputation for both fierce protection and reliable hunting. It was during this rise that a name began circulating in tense whispers: One-Eyed Luan. Some said he lost his eye to a poacher's snare. Others believed Scarface inflicted the injury. Whatever the truth, Luan was known for merciless attacks on prides he considered vulnerable. When he crossed paths with the Batia brothers, he singled out one lion, leaving him grievously wounded. Rangers found the battered brother, near collapse, and brought him to a rehabilitation enclosure. The controversy flared again. Critics argued that only favored lions received such intervention. Still, the injured brother mended, eventually rejoining his sibling. Many assumed they'd retreat to avoid another battle. Instead, they confronted Luan a second time near a watering hole. This clash proved decisive. With a relentless drive fueled by personal history, the brothers managed to overpower him. Luan retreated, battered, ending any immediate threat to their growing pride. From that point on, the Batia brothers ascended from mere survivors to near mythical rulers of the reserve. Yet the gossip never ceased. Some claimed the Rangers systematically neutralized certain threats to ensure the Batia brothers' dominion. Conservation officials refuted these stories, pointing to the multiple times the pair had been severely wounded. Nevertheless, the mystery added a compelling sheen to their epic standing. Reports emerged of their staggering size, with early 2000s accounts describing manes so thick and broad that they dwarfed other adult males. Then came the shocker. A research team reportedly sedated one brother for a medical exam, recording a weight of 248 kilograms. While some lion experts declared such a figure impossible, the official data stood uncontested. The dispute fueled heated debates, with skeptics accusing the team of exaggeration or faulty scales. Others insisted every detail was accurate. Word of these massive, possibly record-breaking lions soon drew eager tourists. Reserve officials saw an uptick in visitors requesting guided tours to track the Batia brothers. Although cynics suspected tourism hype, many who glimpsed them testified that these lions truly defied normal-size conventions. Their roars resonated like thunder at dusk, sending chills through everyone who heard them. Tour guides spun tantalizing tales, and local campfire gatherings often ended with stories of the giant Batias. But no legend stays flawless forever. By the mid-2000s, subtle signs of aging appeared. One brother began favoring a hind leg. The other seemed to rest for longer stretches between hunts. Even so, they persisted, maintaining control of their pride against rival coalitions, until a new wave of younger males appeared. These brash challengers hadn't witnessed the Batia brothers' once-punishing power firsthand. All they saw were two aging lions occupying valuable territory. The showdown erupted at dusk, with snarling roars, slashing claws, and dust swirling in the twilight. Despite their years, the Batia brothers unleashed a fearsome defense. By dawn, the younger males withdrew, battered. Still, rangers who monitored the skirmish noted that one brother seemed especially slow recovering from his injuries, marking the first true sign of a potential end. Then came the dry season. Water sources dwindled, and the buffalo herds migrated beyond the brothers' dominion. Starvation became a looming risk, prompting them to undertake high-stakes hunts. During one such attempt, a massive bull buffalo dealt a catastrophic blow to the older brother, goring him with formidable horns. Observers saw the other brother stand watch for days, fending off scavengers and hoping for a recovery. Some claim rangers wanted to step in, but hesitated, wary of reigniting accusations of favoritism. Ultimately, the wounded lion succumbed. The surviving brother wandered their territory alone, briefly holding off young challengers, but he too showed unmistakable signs of decline. With each new face-off, he yielded ground, eventually disappearing from sight. Locals speculated whether he slipped away to die in solitude or relocated to a quieter expanse. Even in death, their influence lingered. Rangers identified litters of cubs bearing the Batia brothers' robust build and dark, commanding manes. Visiting researchers still reference that rumored 248-kilogram record, spurring debates on whether it was real or cleverly promoted for tourism. Meanwhile, older staff members recall how the siblings transformed from overlooked cubs to unstoppable rulers, at least for a time. Despite adversity, some rumors claim the relocation project saved them from a fate of overcrowding in Etosha. Others argue they were thrust into more peril than they ever would have faced naturally. One fact is certain: they changed the dynamics of Miao Reserve forever. The lessons they left behind go beyond physical might. Their unwavering bond, forged under relentless pressure, was key to their survival. Time after time, they faced odds that should have broken them, yet they returned united, stronger, and more determined. When they finally tasted dominance, they fiercely protected it, constructing a legacy that entangled fact, myth, and rumor in equal measure. Guides still recount nights when the air trembles with distant roars, attributing the echo to the spirit of these fearsome brothers. To this day, not everyone accepts the official narrative of their journey. Some question whether rangers manipulated the environment to showcase super lions, luring tourists and media attention. Conservation officials maintain that survival in the wild rarely follows a neat script. The injuries, the battles, the final heartbreak. Each of these was a genuine risk no intervention could have fully controlled. Perhaps the allure of the Batia brothers lies partly in the ambiguity. Were they purely nature's triumph or a hidden testament to human tampering? Their story offers ample hints for both interpretations. In the end, the Batia brothers stand as a testament to nature's capacity for resilience and drama. Two young lions, displaced from their homeland, managed to claim and defend prime territory against older, mightier foes. Their near mythical size, controversial weigh-ins, rumored meddling by rangers, and eventual downfall compose a saga seldom seen even in Africa's legendary lion dynasties. And while their final chapter may have closed under the harsh glare of a dry season, the ripple effects of their influence still move through Met's reserve. Many of their offspring roam the plains, bearing the same resolute stare that once struck fear into every rival's heart. Some older rangers believe that at certain watering holes, one can sense the memory of those two colossi. They'll pause, look to the horizon, and recall when the brothers' roars dominated the night. Newcomers to the reserve hear the stories and embark on pilgrimages to find the heirs of the Batia bloodline. The truth, perhaps, lies in every pride that still teems with towering cubs, each echoing a fraction of that legendary lineage. Whether you accept all the rumors or dismiss them as campfire embellishments, the Batia brothers left their mark on both lion history and human imagination. Legends in the wild rarely end tidily. Their spirits may yet stir the tall grass under the Namibian sun, woven into every confrontational roar and shadowy threat. In every new coalition that dares to take the territory, one question persists. Could these ambitious contenders match the might and unity of the Batia brothers? So far, no successors have equaled the pair's enduring mystique. Their legacy, part cautionary tale and part celebration of raw perseverance, remains a fixture in discussions about lion behavior and conservation strategies. For those who roam the savannah under starry skies, the Batia brothers loom as both a warning and an inspiration. Life in the wild is unforgiving, but it is also a stage where the unlikeliest heroes can rise to formidable heights. The brothers taught us that fate can transform two displaced cubs into sovereigns of the plains, so long as they possess an unbreakable bond and the will to keep fighting long after others would have resigned. And even when time and stronger rivals bring them down, their story lingers, echoing in the night air and igniting imaginations. Ultimately, it is that seamless blend of survival, controversy, and brotherhood that cements the Batia brothers as living legends in the annals of African wildlife. No matter what future lions may accomplish, the tales of these towering siblings still set the benchmark for what two determined animals can achieve against the steepest odds. Whether you regard their existence as proof of nature's raw magnificence or see it tainted by human intervention, one truth remains. The Batia brothers' saga will not be forgotten. They carved out a reign so fierce and memorable that long after their roars have faded, the land itself seems to echo with the shadow of their presence. And in every whispered campfire story, they live on, forever prowling the boundaries between myth and reality, triumph and tragedy.